Hello, boys and girls. I'd like you to enjoy some of these fantastic portraits, simple portraits of people. Some of them kind of look like cartoon characters, some of them look a little bit more sophisticated than cartoon characters. Well, we are going to be making a simple portrait of ourselves. Here we go. Boys and girls, we are going to be making portraits of ourselves as cartoon characters.
Oh, hello boys and girls, here we go. You'll receive a post-it note and you'll start with a pencil. I'm going to start with a Sharpie so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to draw ourselves as a cartoon portrait in a post-it note. So we're going to start with our head. Your head could be a circle. Maybe a longer oval shape. That might work. Or your head, you could start maybe with like a scoop shape, like a cup. I don't know, you decide how you want to draw yours. I'm just drawing so I can do different styles. All right, so boys and girls, after you've made your cartoon head, you might want to think about where you're going to, or how you're going to create the shape of your hair. My hair kind of comes down. So I'm putting my bangs here on the side on this one, and I might put some lines in it for those little strands of hair on this one. And also my hair comes a little bit to the side. And I want to add those lines for strands for interest, a little textured line. Maybe your hair swoops around one side and then kind of goes on the outside. So you can draw outside and around. Maybe you have longer hair, right? And I'm just drawing some lines. You don't have to fill in with the lines. If you don't want to, you can add color later. Don't add color yet. We're just working with black lines. Boys with shorter hair. Maybe you're just drawing the top and a little bit up at the top. You know, your bangs or the top of your hair. Or maybe you have really a lot of hair on the top and it kind of comes out. Well, that's fun. Just cartoon faces. You're having fun. Don't stress out. You can make your eyes any kind of way. A cartoonist can really, they're really inventive. Maybe just circle eyes. Or possibly tinier dots. It's kind of cute. Or maybe you want to make it have a bit of a curve. So in this one, I'm going to do a dot and then a curve on top, like the top of the eye. You could also draw the bottom line if you'd like. This one, I think what I'll do is I'll just make it the same way, a dot and a curved line on top. to create the shape of the eye. And maybe I'll draw a line at the bottom. All right, I've got 4 people here. You're drawing yourself, okay? Boys and girls, I think I'd like to add some eyebrows. Eyebrows above your eyes give a nice little expression to the face. Don't forget, we all have eyebrows. Okay, you could just make tiny lines, make them curved. Now the noses. Well, there's all sorts of ways you can make noses. A little scooped line. Maybe a double scoop. Possibly, maybe you want to make the arch going all the way down, scooping at the bottom, coming back up. So you can see the eyebrows connecting to the nose, which they do. They move the eyebrow, the ridge comes all the way down. You could do that. Or maybe you just want to make an L shape. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you have glasses, glasses are so fun. I'm going to put glasses on her. Circle, circle, line over. There she goes. Let's see. Ears. Let's not forget our ears. Ears. Oh, her ears would be covered with her hair. These guys, you could see their ears. Maybe they're longer, maybe they're shorter. Okay, and a mouth. Let's get some expression with a mouth. She's just going to have a straight mouth. This one, I think I'm going to put a little bit of like a lip on it. This guy is just going to be smiling. And let's see, the next guy is going to have a scoop. So he's going to go smile and then trace again. All right. We're going to give each person, our portrait, a little neck. You could have a skinny neck. You could have a long, curvy neck. You could have a straight line neck. You decide how you want to draw your neck. And we're going to show we're going to show the edge of the shoulders, just like in a portrait that's close up. So I'm going to scoop and make her little shoulders here. Scoop, shoulder, or straight line, bigger shoulder, straight line, smaller shoulder. You just decide. Voila. Maybe I'll put some pattern on my clothing. Points of interest, keeping things interesting. You could add earrings or a barrette. Maybe I'll put a barrette in here. Oh, it's really fun when you've got hair behind on top of your head too. Like some of the girls wear these really cute little hair buns. I'm going to add a bun on her as if I had tons of hair. And maybe some stripes. Just add a little something of interest. Maybe a little pattern behind you. There's just a pattern on the wall. And then once you have your portrait drawn, don't add color yet. We're going to add color in a very special way. There we go. Thank you, boys and girls.
So boys and girls, we are going to work as a group with monochromatic colors. And you can see on these charts what that means exactly. Monochromatic colors are all the varieties of a single color or single hue. So you can see this red up at the top. There's red, and then there's a shade of red, which is a little black added, and there's a tint of red with a little white added. So we're going to stick within one color range, lighter and darker versions of the same color. And don't start adding color. We're going to do this as a group. We're going to have one color, maybe green or blue, and we are going to add different varieties in tints and tones of the same color. Here you can see the full range of colors. Yellow, and then you can see that there's a little bit more white added and a little bit more white added until it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. And you can see on the other end of this spectrum of colors, red with a little white added, and a little more white added. These are all tints. So, boys and girls, we're going to look through our supplies and find different shades of one color. And that's how we're going to add color to our portrait. And here's some examples of the red tints and tones and through the spectrum here. Here's a chart of the color wheel. And at the top you can see the hues with the little arrow. That's the pure color. The next level is the tint, which is hue plus white, which is color plus white. The color plus white. Tones, the next one, is the hue plus gray, which is the color plus gray. And a shade is the color plus black. I'm really looking forward to seeing your work and working with you, boys and girls, and we are going to hang all of our portraits together as a group. Thank you.
All right, boys and girls, I am going to color one of these portraits in reds, monochromatic colors of red. I've got some reds. When you add white to red, you get a lot of pinks. I've got dark pinks, a little dark red. I might need some more red, so I'm just going to choose one of these to add colors to. And I think what I'm going to do is I'd like to do this one. So I'm going to move this over so you can see what I'm doing. I have lots of examples. And I added a little texture and some background design very simply. Here we go. So on this portrait, I don't really have to stay true to the color of the hair. And I'm just going to add this nice pink for the hair today because I'm working within the monochromatic color scheme of red and pink is red plus white. So I'm going to add a little of my red here. And maybe I'll do the shirt in red. I could add maybe a soft pink on the face with a crayon. We may have to use a lot of different materials like crayons and markers and colored pencils to get a full range of color. So we can get all those reds and pinks together. And let's see, I'm going to do these flowers in red. Ah, my marker's bad. That one's got to go. Looking for more red. Oh, not quite red, but a pink, a darker pink, which means it has more black or gray. It could be a tint or a tone of red. And I think this one, on the other side, I'm going to add pure red. And in the background, I might use a colored pencil. You know what I really want to do? I want to add some earrings to this little lady because she looks like she would be wearing some nice earrings. There we go. And I think I'm going to use a different shade of pink, a lighter. Oh, it's actually brighter. And in the background, I think I'm just going to add a little soft red colored pencil on this side. And I might slowly move over to a different shade on the other side of her head. So I'm showing the ranges of reds. Some classes will be doing green, some classes will be doing yellow. We're going to try to get the full range of the rainbow, or the spectrum, another word for rainbow. Here we go. I've got a red on one side and a pink on the other, and it shows that relationship between red and the pinks, because it's like they're a family of colors. Here we go. This is an example of monochromatic red, which range from reds to pinks and darker red. Thank you, boys and girls. Enjoy yourself.